Hello, welcome. It is me, Danyell Carmelita, your favorite tarot reader and astrologer. I realized that my camera is up higher than what it usually is, but you probably won't notice that. Anyway, today is Tuesday. I usually do my lives on Monday if you are new here, but today is Tuesday. Yesterday was President's Day, I think. Yes. And I actually was out of town for my daughter, and she had a soccer event, and it took the whole weekend, of course, which is exciting for her and for me. But we are here. I am tired. Whenever I have a trip, I have to take a day to relax, and that didn't happen. So it's okay. We're still here. If you are here about the Virgo full moon, welcome. You are at the right place. If you are new here, please subscribe, thumbs up, help me out, even write a comment on what you think I can improve on, or if you just have a question or you just want to share some love. That helps me out tremendously. If you know someone else who's into astrology or tarot, share this video, okay? Because you're getting this all for free, sweetie. I love doing what I do. And yes, and you can also listen to this via podcast. So, welcome all my podcast listeners. If you are new, welcome. This is also streaming on X and YouTube live, okay? So there we go. Now let's get started. I want to talk about the current events. I actually didn't pull any clips. I usually play a clip or two, and I kind of like doing that, but I didn't. So I want to talk about first. Let me just explain. First, I'm going to do some current events. I actually just have one big one, and then I will get into the weekly transit and break it down for you. And then I will pull some tarot cards for us as a collective. And if you want some horoscopes, we'll see how I feel. Because I am tired. But yes, here we go. So, current events. Now, since last time I went live, the Senate moved. I found out that while we were watching the Super Bowl, that they moved forward with something called a 95 billion APAC. I'm not sure what an APAC is. Actually, let me see what a APAC. What is a Sorry, I should look this up. What is an APAC? And I don't even know if I'm spelling it right. Let's see if I'm spelling. The government and American Red Cross urge every family to prepare themselves. Okay. An APAC. Is it something with emergency? With the government. I never know what to Google. I should have asked my husband. I should have asked. Oh, here. It says, what is an APAC? APK. Help for Government Contracting. APTAC? Oh my gosh. Okay, whatever. I can't find it. I'm not that fast. And what is an APAC with government assistance? I don't know what it is. Sorry, couldn't help you guys. Hopefully, if I find out what it is, then I will put it down below and we can learn together. If you know what it is, please put it down. But I do know it's a bunch of money. Actually, let me see if I can text my husband and see what is an APAC? The APAC that is $95 billion. What is it? Let's see if he answers what it is. I don't know if I'm spelling it wrong. I just only know English and a little Spanish. So I literally spelled it APACK, but it could be APAC. Okay, moving on. Anyway, whatever it is, it's something that is the government has agreed to help other countries. Now, they did this while we were watching the Super Bowl. So while we were all looking over here, they were over there getting busy and spending our coin, if you are an American, and it's $95 billion worth of it. So far, it passed, I think, the Senate. And it's the Senate moves forward with the yes. So then it's moving to the House. And I'm not sure if it passed already because this was during the Super Bowl. So it could already pass. But 60 billion goes to Ukraine, 14 billion will go to Israel. And we're talking about services for war. 9 billion will go to Gaza's medical aid. 5 billion to Taiwan, 2 billion to the Red Sea. Now, if you want to know, far as astrology, how is this connected? Because that's what we're here for. I say that this is several things. One, this is Saturn in Pisces. The government, Saturn represents the government, and there are some illusions, there's things that are being secretly done. So you have that Saturn in Pisces, the government secretly doing things and keeping it hidden. I find that is the agenda with this. Also, not with just the money, but just the government, period. But it really is big when it's in Saturn. And then you have Uranus in Taurus. And currently, when this is happening, when they did this, it was in 19 degrees, which is a Libra degree, which is about our open enemies and also relationships. So also Uranus is unexpected surprise, and Taurus is about our resources. So unexpectedly surprise, we have this 95 billion APAC passing, and we're going to do it with our resources that Americans pay for. So that is Uranus and Taurus. And then we have Jupiter in Taurus. Welcome to anyone who is live. And we also have Jupiter in Taurus, and Jupiter currently, and Jupiter is big amount, large amount. Okay, Jupiter is large. Okay, anything it touches is large. And Taurus, again, our resources, our finances, our money. Okay, and Jupiter in Taurus is large and in charge, hence is the $95 billion. That's a lot of money, and it's in 8 degrees currently. A group, I'm not going to tell you. Okay, I'm not going to tell you what he put. Okay, no, I'm not even gonna say what my husband responded. It's very inappropriate. Anyway, because he cannot stand the APAC. I should have put official meaning. I should have known what. Anyway, Jupiter and Taurus is in 8 degrees currently while this was being passed in the Senate. And also Senate is Aquarius. Aquarius represents the Senate as well. So it makes sense that this happened during Aquarius season. But 8 degrees is a Scorpio degree. So Scorpio, if you know anything about Scorpios, very controlling and secretive. So you have that degree, and they also take from others. That Scorpio 8 degree is also representative of that. Also on a side note, so that's what I have currently. I didn't have time to I don't even know what's going on currently because I've been out of town and I've been out of my life, like not focusing on what's going on in my regular day-to-day life, which makes sense, right? With the Aquarius energy currently going around. So my day-to-day routines have definitely been off, which can happen every Aquarius season. Also, I just wanted to say, if you notice that there is a trend of people quitting alcohol, if you notice there is a trend of people talking about quitting alcohol or that they don't drink, that is also Saturn and Pisces. Saturn and Pisces is not all necessarily bad, okay? And some people are probably like, that is bad. But just if you notice anyone quitting drugs or quitting alcohol, we do have Neptune and Pisces, which is a lot of that. But you have Saturn, which is setting some limits and boundaries and becoming more serious about escapism. Okay. So you do hear a lot of people maybe online or around your world, and maybe it's like something you're really like, wow, yeah, this has come up a lot, and that is Saturn in Pisces. Okay. So also I wanted to say that currently, let me add this to the conversation here. And what I'm doing is just for people who are not watching this, but I am currently showing the chart, and I'm going to just show you currently what we have here in the sky. And if you see here, we have the south node, the north node conjunct Chiron. I want to bring this up because during my weekend, I noticed this really happening in a huge way. Also, with this, we also have these two hugging, Mars and Venus hugging in the sign Aquarius. And then remember, we still have Pluto in Aquarius. So we have these Aquarius energy strong. And Aquarius, from my personal experience from this weekend, is a group that I was in with my daughter, right? And we had all this going on. We also had a Cancer moon, which was, let me actually put current chart, and let me remove this chart. We also had a Cancer moon here, and talk about the emotions and sensitivities and mothers, all that happening. But then that South Node here in this 16 degrees is also a Cancer degree. So a lot of like mother energy and a lot of healing. And what involves healing could be some trauma. Okay. So trauma, which causes some healing. Now, Chiron isn't, I've discussed this last week, but because I felt it and seen, witness, I personally didn't have to do much on it, but it affected the group in a big way. But so I just thought I would bring that up too. But Chiron is in a sign of Aries. North Node is in a sign Aries. So it's all about the self and not really the relationship. And if you have Aquarius energy, that's the group. What is your current group? And Aries is yourself. So it's all about like myself from the group. Okay. And also it's opposing Libra, which is a relationship too, the South Node. So walking away from the group, walking away from relationships, and really focusing on yourself. And there's some healing involved there. Now, that conjunct, even though it wasn't in the heart, are both at that degree, it you still feel it when it's just close to get together and hugging. Okay. There's an emphasis on self-discovery, asserting your individuality and embracing some new beginnings. Definitely had that going on this weekend. Let me see what he put. He's okay. Okay. It is AIPAC. That is what it is. AI. Okay, the American Israel Public Affairs Committee is an APAC, and it is a lobbying group that advocates for pro-Israel policies to the legislative and executive branches of the United States. So that is what the APAC means. And it's interesting that it's about Israel, but we have Ukraine, Gaza, and it's paying for Gaza medical aid, Taiwan, Red Sea, all that. That's very interesting. But it is an APAC and $95 billion. The war can definitely make money for somebody. Okay. Not for me. But anyway, so anyone who is curious about the APAC, that is what that is. And anyway, but back to Chiron. So it is opposed. So you have some self-awareness, some self-assertion. Okay. It could be suggesting a part of a life's journey that's more involving into being self-reliant, courageous, because Aries is very courageous and willing to take risk. All that happens and happened this weekend for us. So for me, so I'm wondering if it happened for any of you guys. Also, we have it opposing that Libra South Node, right? And that could be suggesting some balancing between your individual needs and relationships. Okay, Chiron presents a sense of healing and wisdom. And you get that only when you have experienced the wounds, okay? Because Chiron wants to heal the wounds. So, yes, just wanted to bring that up because I've experienced that. Now, let's talk about the 21st. What is today's date? Oh, today is the 20th. See, I don't even know what's going on. Let me drink some water. As an astrologer and as a tarot reader, I don't really read my chart that much. I'm not saying I don't, I definitely do, but I don't live my life through reading the chart. And because I study this weekly transits, this is how I really read my chart. So every now and then, if there's a big surprise or a crisis, I will break it down for myself. But because I know what's going on in the sky, because I do these weekly transits, I'm pretty much up on it for myself individually. Just so you guys know that I use these videos for myself too. So it's very interesting, and just researching it and studying it for myself and not really just going into the personal chart, because when you look at the collective, it affects you individually as well. So anyway, and also I know my chart. Okay, so February 1st, we have this beautiful moon entering Leo, and you know, that moon moves really fast. As you see, it gets all around, and that's just it changed signs several times, right? And that was just March 5th, and it already moved so fast. So but today is the 21st, and it moves into Leo, and it's all about being creative and having self-expression, confidence and assertiveness, joy and enthusiasm. Maybe at home you're very creative, or with anybody dealing with females, mothers, but it could bring some drama, and it could be very arrogant. It could be selfish, and very extravagant or overindulgence is what you get with this moon in Leo. Beware of conflicts, okay? Because Leo energy is not scared of conflict. So that could be happening a lot with the Leo moon. So that is what we get on the 21st. Oh, also, and that happens at 5:40 a.m., but also that day later on in the night at 11:14 p.m. Venus is going to conjunct finally. Okay, because I feel like I've been feeling this a lot. But Venus is going to conjunct that Mars in Aquarius. It's going to be 6 degrees. 6 degree is a Virgo degree, so there is some cleaning, diminishing, making something smaller. There could be some improvement. It could be dealing with health, work, routines, habits, pets. There's some analyzing. I want to say like computing going on too, and something dealing with service. But anytime you have conjunct, that means that the planets are stronger together. The energies are like, oh, now we are stronger. Let's do this together, hand in hand. And that Venus and that Mars is, Venus is feminine and Mars is masculine. And it's like, oh, okay, we're hugging together. So, you have a lot of that going on. Creativity will be stronger because Venus is about creativity, socializing, maybe more aggressive with socializing, especially when you have it in a sign Aquarius. So with the group, right? Because it's all about networking and your hopes and dreams, all that stuff. So you could be passionate and be very enthusiastic with this energy about life, emotionally warmth, and there's emotional vitality because it's Mars is a warm energy. It has a little fire in it, not little, it has fire in it. And Venus is like, oh, I like this. So dynamic cravings for fun and enjoyment, harmonious self-assertion, interplay of love and anger in one's relationship, because conjunct is not necessarily bad or good. It could be both, but it's going to bring the energy at the same time. Okay. Issues around being selfish or self gratification could be coming up. There could be some emotional discord, disharmony, rough course of manners. So there's harmony between love and desire. People could be more assertive in relationships, more assertive in creativity, more assertive in the group dynamics, right? And socializing, innovative approach to love, because Aries, Mars is the ruler of Aries, likes to do it first and try something new. Socializing and networking, huge with this transit, because we are dealing with that Aquarius energy, and there's could be some unconventional and progressive energy added on to this conjunction. So something that's not traditional, and it could be something seeking freedom when it comes to networking. Conflict resolution, detachment in relationships, because Aquarius is detached emotionally, detachment in conflict and desires and values, rebellion and unpredictability, because Aquarius likes to do some new stuff, okay? Difficulty in compromising, and impersonal expression of love. Aquarius can sometimes be more concerned with the ideas and concepts than the actual personal relationship. Okay, so that Aquarius energy brings a different kind of spice, okay, to the relationship of Venus and Mars. So get ready for that if you haven't been feeling it already. Yes, because it's so interesting, because I felt like I've been socializing with people I don't normally socialize with this aspect, because it's Aquarius and this is out of my normal nature. So very interesting how that goes. But I'm very adaptable energy, so I welcome it, but I am very aware of this conjunction. Okay, so now on the 22nd here, we have Mercury is going to enter here. You see it's in Aquarius, but we'll scooch it over. It's going to enter Pisces at night. Let's see, at 11. What time is that? That's 10. So here we go. There it goes. It scooches over. Bam. There is now. I mean, we already had our Pisces solar return to all my Pisces babies. Happy birthday. And then now Mercury has entered the building. Now, Mercury is the planet that rules our communication, our logic, our thinking. It rules commerce and trade and travel, right? So Mercury entering Pisces, Pisces is all about intuition and having things that you cannot really communicate very well, but it's through pictures because Pisces is in charge of photography and image, right? So we could be very intuitive when it comes to communication. There's imaginative thinking, emotional intelligence, which I love about Mercury and Pisces because I love people who are highly emotionally intelligent. That is such a turn on. It's like, oh, did he say I am sorry? Oh my gosh, did he say I hear you? I'm listening? Oh my god, like what is going on? Anyway, but you can have some misunderstandings with this Mercury and Pisces because communication could be a little confusing. There's some fogginess with this Pisces. There's communication challenges with Mercury and Pisces. At the same time, there's spiritual insights. If you want to get a tarot reading, get it during the Mercury and Pisces. Okay, let me see. How long is Mercury in Pisces for you guys? Let me see. Mercury leaves Pisces. Let's see. March 9th at 8:02 p.m. So take advantage until March, okay? What else do we have? Daydreaming is huge with this transit. Difficulty in logical thinking, scattered thoughts, sensitivity to environments, hence why tarot readings are great. Or any type of reading, clairvoyant reading, I would suggest getting it during a Mercury in Pisces. People who do this for a living, though, have it tapped in naturally, and when you practice using it all the time, it does come naturally, but it is more insensitive, and maybe you can even feel the reading too when you are getting a reading. Nonverbal communication happens with this transit. Gestures, language. People who are water signs, I have a lot of water energy in me, and I feel it all the time. I can feel when someone's crying before they're crying. I can feel when someone's hurt before they even say, or they're not even communicating that they're hurt, and I feel it, so now everyone can feel this. Okay, escapism can happen with this Mercury in Pisces. There's a risk of this because Pisces is about avoiding reality, and fantasy and expressing feelings and emotions can be therapeutic, but it can cause, like I talked about the wounded healer. There has to be some healing first, but there is some wounded energy and people are trying to escape. But at the same time, there could be some healing communication happening. People could be procrastinating because Pisces energy is very passive. And when you have Mercury in Pisces, there's maybe a tendency to procrastinate because you're trying to avoid, with that escapism, the action. Okay, you could be feeling disconnected. Pisces is a sign of spiritual transcendence, and it also feels disconnected from reality. It feels like it's the loner and it's alone, and it feels lost and adrift. So that could be happening. Illusions and deception, be aware of that during Mercury and Pisces. And I'm talking about for the collective. And when we talk about Saturn and Pisces, that's going to hit and come close. So get ready for governments and illusions and some lies. Okay. Get ready for that. And then we will have Mercury and Pisces touching that Neptune. Get ready for some more illusions with that. Okay. Also, Sun being in Pisces, that's going to shine a light to these things and these themes. Okay. So we have that increased charity and giving happens, because we are talking about trade and commerce. And there could be some charity happening with this because Pisces is very charitable and very empathetic, and also adaptability because Pisces is a very mutable sign. It's a water sign. So there's flexibility. Anything dealing with business and trade and commerce, you can see some adaptability and fluidity happening with that. Businesses that can adapt and change markets. will probably be big during this time. Increased sensitivity in markets. So, like, you may be feeling like, my intuition is saying that I need to pull my money out of this market or stock. I don't know the words. Follow your intuition. Be aware of being very gullible. Be aware of emotional overload. Be aware of any confusion when it comes to decision making. But there is intuitive energy. So use your intuition. Fantasy is very likely. It could be very accurate. Some of these fantasies and dreams, intuitive ideas, strong ability to empathize. You can guess very well, like, I have a hunch and I'm going to take a guess. And that's because that intuition is very strong. Okay. Images and photography are going to be you're going to be able to express through imagery then versus just language very well. So if you are having problems communicating and you want to communicate something, in a very clear way until March 9th, then draw a picture or show a picture or be very creative in communication, not just words, okay? Because the words gets lost in the sauce, but the pictures do not. Okay. Good sense of correlations and meanings, telepathic disposition. There could be deception and illusions, like I said earlier. Your mind could be flooded with fantasies, and you could be easily influenced. Uncritical, oversensitive, dishonest, and quirky. All that happens with Mercury in Pisces. So get ready for that. Now, February 23rd, the moon enters Virgo. It's going to enter Virgo at 5. Okay. Oh, I didn't move it. I just moved the hour. It's going to enter Virgo at 5:37 p.m. So whenever we have a moon in Virgo, and mind you, when the moon is in your sign, maybe your sun sign, maybe you're more of a homebody or you're dealing with feminine energy. I find whenever the moon is in Cancer, because that's my sun sign, I have the urge to be at home, a huge urge and naturally desire to be at home. So let me know if you feel that same way. Moon enters Virgo at 5:37 p.m. There's a focus on detail. There is organization skills, health and well-being, service to others, critical thinking, practical communication, routine and structure, worry and anxiety, because that Virgo energy likes to worry and it's a perfectionist. So it's like, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. Now, when this moon enters Virgo, later in the morning, it will be a full moon in Virgo. Now, whenever we have a full moon, we need to do the rituals the day before. So the full moon is going to be on the 24th. So on the 23rd, that night, do all your full moon rituals. Listen to what I'm saying. On the 23rd is when you do your full moon rituals, okay? That's me drinking water. Now, okay, so let's talk about this full moon here. What day? Yes, I said the 24th. And let's put the exact time. It's going to happen at 4:30 a.m. There we go. It happens around this time. There we go. Woo, woo, woo. It happens at 5 degrees. Okay. And when it happens at 5 degrees is a Leo degree. And that's about, look at me, I'm on a stage. There's some attention. There's some light, sun, life, fame, children, creativity, self-expression. There's something dealing with the monarch. So let's see what happened with the king here and his heart, because it does represent the heart. Entertainment, strength, hair, what else? Gold. All that you get with this 5 degrees. So the full moon in Virgo is a time for a culmination or completion. Something's ending, something with this lunar cycle. It's when the moon is fully illuminated by the sun, because they are opposing each other. And now the sun is shining bright on that moon, right? And it's a peak in emotional energy. It's also the climax of the lunar cycle. And it's a time to reap the rewards and efforts made during the previous lunar cycle. The full moon is, it's a time of releasing the old and letting go of low energies, okay? Grudges or upsets or anything that is negative, release, okay? The full moon is also a powerful time for inner work. It's also there's this energy of tug of war, not great, but there's this energy of tug of war because the sun, again, like I said, it's opposing the moon. And we'll get into the Virgo-ness, but I just want to talk about a regular full moon every time we have it, right? It's important to release any negative energies so you can prepare yourself for the next new moon because you want to manifest. And how can you manifest if you're holding on to all this negativity? There's no space for newness if you have the old. Okay, if you're holding on to the old crap, there's no space for newness. Okay. So that means release grudges, negative emotions, fears, arguments, disappointments, dramas, and wrongdoings. In the Virgo, the full moon emphasizes practicality, organization, attention to detail. It's a time to focus on your health, your work, your daily routines, and to assess what is serving your well-being and what you may improve on, and letting go of what is no longer serving you. Because remember that Virgo is diminish things too, like clean it up. So that is what we have. I'm going to get more into it, but I wanted to say it was something I was thinking while I was talking. Is that even possible? Like, I'm like, is that even possible? I lost the fact what I was going to say. It was something I was going to say, like get rid of whatever. It'll come back to me. But make sure you just let go of that old baggage when coming in to this full moon, and it could be very emotional to some people. I'm thinking that full moon in Virgo is going to be more emotional for all my masculine signs, which are my air signs, and my fire signs. Rituals for full moon. Let's talk about it. The themes are going to be organization, health, and practicality. So I would declutter on the 23rd, clean your house, clean your body, shave. Okay. Hygiene is huge with Virgo energy. Health and wellness, focus on your health and your well-being. Do a ritual such as like cooking a healthy meal, practicing some yoga, working out, having some clarity in your life. Gratitude practice that works really great with the full moon. And so be thankful of some things that you should be grateful for. Mindfulness, meditation, organizing and planning, self-care ritual. Treat yourself to a self-care like a relaxing bath, because the bath is also a cleanse. Massage, skincare, pamper yourself, your body and your soul. Release ritual. Write down your thoughts or emotions or habits that you want to release and let go of. So it makes me think of the Atomic Habits book, and maybe even start reading that and accomplish the things that you want with that, and just release all the negative, because that's more new moon, but release all the negative habits. So if you're smoking, you want to quit smoking. Remember, I talked about alcohol earlier. If you want to quit alcohol, write it down, release it. Okay. What else do we have? Earth connection. Connect with the earth by spending time in nature, gardening, practicing grounded experiences, exercises, because that is Virgo, it's earth. Okay. Moon gazing, you can do, spend some time outdoors under the full moon. Don't forget to charge your crystals, all that. It really does work. It is crazy. And yes, and you could do a tarot reading or oracle reading with yourself, or get it on the 23rd. Okay. Now let's talk about this full moon in Virgo. Okay. Now, because those were just the rituals. Now, this energy is kind of finicky. It's very anxious. You may be too picky. You may be too critical with yourself or others. You may be underrating yourself because you are worried about perfection. And you may want to be a service to others, or realize that you haven't been servicing others. You probably are worrying or complaining too much, and it probably will attract negative energy. All this is going to bring awareness with this Virgo full moon. You may be paying attention more to details, or realize you haven't paid attention to details. You have to find a balance between the earth and the water, okay, or your dreams and reality. Emotional focus on practical matters, attention to details, desire for order and efficiency, self-improvement, because that Virgo is associated with improving the self. And that full moon could be a good time on focusing on personal development, health and wellness, also health and well-being, because that Pisces on that sun sign is the internal, and the Virgo is the healer of the body. Okay, so internal healing and external healing, right? Virgo is linked to health and wellness, so this full moon can highlight your physical and emotional well-being. It's a good time to assess your health habits and necessary changes. Critical analysts, because Virgo loves to analyze, right? So it's a very analytical nature energy, and can sometimes lead to being criticized or being too critical. both with yourself and others. So during this full moon, it's important to maintain a balance and have a real perspective of what's going on. What else we have? Balancing practicality with compassion, practicality versus idealism, service versus sacrifice. Virgo is associated with service and helping others, and Pisces is self-sacrificing. So even though they're opposing each other, this is something that they have in connection. So there needs to be a balance between the two. Organization versus the chaos, because Pisces is all in the fog, and Virgo's like, let's get it together. Okay, so you're going to have this seesaw effect happening, very emotional sensitivity energy, because Pisces is highly sensitive, right? And this opposition can heighten emotional sensitivity. You may feel more attuned, and emotions and your intuitions are higher, and you have to have it grounded at the same time. Okay, so that is what we have for all of my for this Virgo full moon. Masculine signs, let me know if you feel this more. Now, that same day at 8:01 p.m., which, let me see, we'll move this down to 8 o'clock. Okay, then we have at 10 degrees, we have this Venus in the sign Aquarius is going to square Jupiter. And 10 degrees is a Capricorn degree, and it's about taking control. It's about our public image, our attention. It's a cold energy. There's fear, depression, rationality, father, ambition, borders, limits. Okay. But because we have the square is a challenge. Okay. It is no bueno. There will be a lesson here, something you will be learning, and it's very uncomfortable. So it is a wake up call of some sort. And so there could be tendencies towards richness, because Jupiter in the sign Taurus is all about the money, right? You could be living very indulgent. Social ambition and snobbery, excessive, like too much friendliness, too much sweetness. You're too gaudy, like overblown aesthetic. You know how Christmas is. It's like, this is just too much. Habitual laziness and very passive energy. But you can also be very expansive when it comes to relationships, because whenever Jupiter has an aspect, even when it's squaring or opposing, it still could be positive, because Jupiter is a very positive planet. So, but you still could have a desire for freedom and independence. You could be overindulgent, conflicts with freedom and stability. Okay, because that Venus is in Aquarius. Expansion, social circles. The group could get bigger with this. The networking could be bigger with this. Financial opportunities, because Taurus is associated with our finances and material possessions. So this aspect can bring opportunities for financial growth. So get ready for that. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, Queen. How are you doing? Hello, TY for your pod. Thank you, Diane. Welcome to the podcast and the YouTube. I had a call I will have to rewatch and miss. Thank you, Queen, for rewatching and coming back. I enjoy your company. May we request a card today? Yes. I'm actually, if you guys are listening, I'm reading the live comments here. Yeah, I'll pull a card for you, Queen. If Diane is still here, I'll pull one for her, and then I'll go back into what I was reading. But oh wait, let me just finish while I'm reading, while I'm shuffling these cards. If you have a question or you just want me to pull a card, I can do that for you, Queen. But I want to say that seeking meaningful experiences, you could be very optimistic and enthusiastic. Venus naturally attracts some things, so you could be naturally attracting some things for the future and your hopes and dreams. But be aware of being overly excess, like just having too much. I'm going to pull a card for Queen. And I'm going to pull a card for Diane, okay? Ooh, Queen is very positive. We have the Sun, and the Sun is very masculine energy. There is going to be something that you're giving birth to, something that you're pursuing, love and money. Okay, so this is very positive. Okay, the Sun is shining a bright light towards your finances, as I was speaking about Venus and Jupiter. So I'm going to say that this can happen to you this week, but it's very positive. Something new is coming your way. The light is, this is a very positive card. This is a major arcana card. So this is not going to be something small. This is going to be something big. But you know how bright the sun is? You know how big it is? You know how if the sun goes away, it can change the mood? Well, the sun is here and is bringing positivity, okay? The sun is also the ruler of Leo. So Leo energy is very creative. So I don't know if you need to create something to get this money, or if you need to be very courageous and strong to achieve it. However, it is the new of something. This also represents father. Sun represents masculine father energy. So if it's something related to your father or someone who is very masculine, I would say more father, okay? But money and love can be coming that way. Like maybe your father knows someone you're in love with, okay? That could be happening. Or maybe your father is suggesting how you should make some money, and maybe you should listen to that, okay? Also, creativity, because the sun is very creative. Also, just know it shines a bright light. So it's going to be big regardless when it comes to love. And the answer is yes. If there is a yes or no question, the answer is yes. But it's very positive. So your love and money in general, positive. You have the sun card. There is going to be something that is giving birth, okay? Because that's also what that sun has. I'm going to pull a card for Diane if she's still here. Diane, we have the page of machetes for you. And the page is like a new message coming your way. And it could be in the form of an email or a written letter. It's something with words. So like, it's not like necessarily like Instagram, because that would be more like a Pisces energy, right? But this is a new message coming your way. Also, this could be someone who is starting to be very clear in their communication, or starting to think logical, and taking their time with their logic, taking their time with words, okay? So that is what you have for you. Fantastic. Thank you. You're welcome, Queen. And thank you guys for watching us live. Okay, so let me go back to and let me see what else I have for this page of machetes. This also could be a young air sign, so a young Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, who's going to come and send you a message or tell you something. There's curiosity with this, because it's like starting anew with communication and words and logic and thinking. What else do I have? But really take your time with your words also, okay? Anything you're trying to explain, anything you're trying to say, anything you're trying to email, anything you're trying to tweet, X. I don't know what you call when you tweet something, an X, but just take your time and move slow with it too. Okay. Now on the 26th, let's go there. On the 26th, what happened to the 25th? We had nothing on the 25th. Well, we had that full moon on the 24th. Let me see what else. Let me see anything on the 25th. No, just all this Pisces energy. Get ready for that. But on the 26th, we have, the moon is going to enter Libra. What a beautiful moon. This is a great time to draw and be creative and make your home beautiful. Focus on relationships, be very compromising, being very diplomatic. Could be very sensitive to aesthetics and being like, I really want to improve the aesthetics of this environment. TikTok will make you go crazy with your aesthetics. You're like, now my ice cubes are ugly. I actually want to make my ice cubes look pretty. They need glitter, So just be aware of that. But Libra is going to take you there and make you want to bring the aesthetics up. Decision making, Libra is known for being indecisive. So this moon transit could be a sign that can actually help you be decisive. So seeking balance. There's an avoidance of conflict with this moon in Libra, because you're very passive aggressive with this energy, but there's charm and grace, and there's a need for fairness too when we have a Libra moon, okay? So that is what we have. Next week, I'm going to, next week, let me pull this up. Okay, so next week we have a Cazimi with both both Mercury and Saturn, and that's going to be in Pisces. And a Cazimi is when, actually, let me pull this back up. Let me pull it back up and show you what a Cazimi is. Now, a Cazimi is when, if you see the sun, this will be on top of the sun, okay? So, right there. So right here, they're in the same degrees, but this would even be in the same number, right? So Saturn, who's not watching, Saturn will be in the heart of the sun next week in the sign Pisces, and then Mercury will be in the heart of the sun as well. So that is what we have next week. And so you have that. So first you have Saturn on top of the sun, then you have Mercury on top of the sun. And just letting you know, whenever we have a Kazemi with Mercury, there is a big announcement that sun is bringing something bright to the government, that was hidden, because we're dealing with Pisces energy. Also, anything with authority, anything dealing with suits like uniform is shining a bright light on that. Get ready for that. It could also represents death, so shining a bright light to an ending of something that's dealing with the government. Okay, because we have that Saturn in Pisces. Okay, I know we have that Saturn in Pisces, and it's representing like the borders being open, like there's a border there but people are just crossing it. That is very Saturn in Pisces. Also, I think the Red Sea had like gates or something, like with the trade, and that's just open or closed, right? Because that's Saturn and Pisces too. So, um, anyway, all this is the thing, but I will explain it next week. But always when I see Mercury, a Kazemi with Mercury, there's a big announcement. Okay. All right. So that's what we have. I'm going to pull some cards for the collective real quick. And I keep saying I'm sorry I didn't do the horoscopes, but I'm telling you right now that collective reading, you get enough from that. But I am going to pull a card for everyone here. Let me first do this. Okay, so this is for the collective. This is for everyone. We have the King of Machetes. Okay, so everyone needs to be the ruler and be very intelligent. The king is like, I am the master of intelligence. I am the master of communication. I am very logical. I am able to process and break things down through words. I do not gossip. Okay, this is what the King of Machetes. It wants the facts. It wants the truth. It wants the knowledge, and it wants it explained in a very thorough way. Okay, and the King of Machetes is like, everyone communicate straight. So tap into that energy this week. We are dealing with some Pisces energy, right? And then Mercury goes into Pisces, but we want everyone to use their logic. Even though you have the intuition on your side, but you need to be very clear in your communications, and you need to master communication. And this energy could move fast, but take your time, because you want to be the ruler of it, and you want to be clear in your communication. You see how I just did that? I was like, nope, Danyell, pause and say it how you need to say it. That's exactly what you need to do. And that's what this card is saying. Okay. The swords represents words. It represents the mind. It represents our thinking, how we process things. And we need to be the ruler and the master of that. Okay. People need to come to us for advice. So whoever's watching this or listening to this, that is what you need to really hone into. Okay. So for this week. Now I'm going to do Aries for you guys. We have the Knight, and also these can represent people. We have the Knight of Swords. So everyone needs to really be on their ball when it comes to communication. Now the Knight is really fast energy. So Aries, you're fast already, but continue to be fast and really be fast in your words. Go ahead and take that energy and say the bold things that you need to say. And whatever comes to your mind, just say it. Don't have the fear. The Knight of Machetes is very anxious, and it moves fast, and it moves fast with its communication. So if someone wants to, I just said that everyone needs to take their time, but it's saying Aries, move fast. Okay, that's what you need to do. You can take a minute to think about it, but respond once you can. Does that make sense? Like, okay, I'm going to text this message. Let me reread it, but I'm going to respond right away. Okay. That is what you guys have. All right. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay. Taurus. Let's see what we have for you. We have the Three of Brooms, Taurus, and not a major arcana. This is actually something that you need to expand and go and move. Taurus likes to just chill and very stagnant, like, no, I don't want to move. Well, this is saying you need to have some courage and move, okay? This is fire energy. Fire likes to inspire, and it likes to keep it going and put some fire up in that Basically that's what it's saying. And you have the world at your fingertips. So if you're thinking about, should I travel? This is saying yes. If you're thinking about, should I get up and go? Whatever it is, this is saying yes. Go, move, expand, move on. Okay. That is what we have for you guys this week. I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, Geminis. Let's see what we have for you, all my Geminis. Geminis. Ooh, we have the Ace of Cups. So Geminis, there's going to be some spiritual awakening happening your way, or maybe there's a new love interest coming your way, but this is new and God is giving it to you out of the cloudiness, and he's bringing you new insight when it comes to your spirituality, new insight when it comes to a lover, new insight when it comes to your intuition, okay, new insight when it comes to compassion and love. This is what you get. It's very positive. Also, my cup runneth over. Okay, talk about the confidence from within is what you get with this. So very positive, very loving energy. Okay, that is what you guys going to have this week. This is almost like your Valentine's Day week. Okay, I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Cancers. I am a Cancer sun, so welcome, Cancers. We have the Emperor. Now this is a major arcana, so this week is kind of big for you guys. Okay, this is some boss energy. This is also father figure energy. This is also Aries. Aries, very courageous and brave. So Cancers, this is a week to be courageous and brave. This is a week to set some boundaries and some structure. This is a week of being the boss. Okay. Father energy too is what you have with this major arcana. So meaning whatever is coming your way this week, step it up, set some limits and boundaries. Be like, no, this is how we're going to structure this. I am going to be the boss of me. And this is about me, because that Aries energy is about the self. Okay. And I'm going to be very courageous and brave while doing this. The Emperor is more of the father figure. So more authoritative, like being authority of yourself. Okay. That is what you guys need to do this week. I will see you next time. Bye. Okay. Leos. Let's pull a card for you, Leos. We have the King of Brooms. So this could be a fire sign, an older fire sign come your way, or like a Leo, right? Fire, Sagittarius, and Aries. Now, oh, you are a Leo, okay. But King of Brooms is someone who's very passionate, someone who's very inspirational, someone who's going to spark that drive, someone who's going to inspire. Did I say that already? But yes, and very courageous. This is the ruler of that. Okay. So you have to be very strong. You have to inspire. Now, you have to either embody this energy this week, or you have to hang out with that fire sign who can help inspire you and motivate you. Okay. One or the others, but you have to either embody the leader of motivation and fire and drive, or you have to hang out with someone who would motivate you to do that. Okay. And it would be a male who is older, fire sign. I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, Virgos. Let's see what we have for you guys. Virgos. Virgos, we have the Five of Pentacles. This is the energy of feeling like you're lacking, that there's not enough resources, when you need to not think about what you don't have and think about what you do have. This is also an energy of fear and cold, right? Because there is snow, and cold is opposite of light, like just darkness, right? And code is also like no emotions, and you want to involve some emotions here. Also love. Okay. But you need to think in abundance. You need to have faith. You need to release in God. And that is what needs to happen this week. Whatever you're thinking and lacking, you need to switch that mindset and think that there is abundance. Okay. So, for example, if you lost a job, you need to not say, I lost my job, I lost my job, I lost my job. You need to focus on there is enough jobs out there for me. I'm going to find my career. There's a reason why this happened, and it's going to be on the positive, and it's going to turn my life around for the positive. Okay, not for the negative. Also, you need to change your mindset. You need to think, okay, there's not enough. Stop thinking that way. You need to think there is enough. The church doors are open. I will always have a place to live. I personally believe, and I heard a friend say this, and I was like, oh, I agree 100%. She said, I would never go hungry as long as there is a grocery store. She said, I would just walk in there and just eat an apple. So never thinking lack, always thinking abundance. Okay. I will see you guys next time. Bye. I hope that didn't promote stealing, but I'm just keeping it real. It's just realistic. Yes. Anyway, so Libras, let's do you. Ooh, we have the Magician. This is a major arcana. So something big this week is going to happen to you when it comes to manifesting. Okay. So that is above is so below. You have all the tools that God has given you, right? You have the tools of your thought process and logic and communication. You have your intuition and your spirituality and compassion. You have the energy of being grounded. Even though you may say, I don't have these things in my natal chart. No, God has given all of these tools. Okay. Being practical and taking your time. You have the energy of being very inspired and creative and bold. And what else do we have? Did I name it all? 1, 2, 3, 4. I did. Okay. You have that and more, your intuition, all that. So focus on your abilities to manifest, because you can manifest anything you want this week. Okay. Major arcana. What do you want to achieve? Write it down, burn a candle, light a candle, make a wish, pray to God, whatever it is, and manifest. Okay. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Scorpios, let's do your reading. Hello to anyone who is live. We have a page of brooms. There's a new message coming to you that's going to be very inspiring. Or you need to take your time when it comes to your creativity and your inspiration. Whatever it is, it's a fire energy. It's here to spark something in your life. It could be very spiritual, like spirituality. This could be the energy of being starting to start some conflicts, but that's okay because you're stepping into a new comfort zone of being brave and being courageous. But anyone who's very motivational could spark some fire. Okay. And the fire is happening. So that could happen. This could be the energy that you need to embody this week. Or there may be a young fire sign come your way to send you a message or to tell you something or to help you. And fire energy is Sagittarius, Aries, and why can I think of Sagittarius? Fire, Sagittarius, Aries, you guys, Leo. Sorry, Leos. Okay, but that could be happening. And when I'm saying young, I mean like a kid. God, angels come in all ages and sizes. All right. See you guys next time. Bye. Sagittarius. I am a Sagittarius rising. I'm also Scorpio moon. So that last one could have been for me. But here we go, Sagittarius. Oh, we have the King of Brooms. So, yeah, it's all about being yourself and being very inspirational and positive, having the drive, being external. Go outside, talk to others, have people motivate you, you motivate others. This is a very external energy, and it's really about being with the people. It's not about being inside the home. In LA, it's raining currently, but I realized that I don't mind the rain. Going outside and going to the grocery store can be me getting outside and talking to people. The person at the cash register can inspire me. Just speak up and talk to people, because that's what this energy is telling me for you to do. Motivate yourself, find motivation through others. Okay. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Capricorns, let's see what we have for you. Oh my gosh. Again, I mean, I want to pull this card out, but God is telling everyone to motivate. If you are checking 3 different placements, it is the third time saying King of Brooms. King of Brooms is very inspirational. It's the leader of confidence. It's the leader of courageous. It's the leader of I'm not scared of conflict. I'm going to be bold. I'm going to address it. We are not going to sugarcoat anything today. There is love and compassion there. However, it's not scared to be authority, and it's not scared to set limits. It's not scared to be like, no, there's a boundary here. We're not going to cross it because I'm courageous in my words. I'm courageous in my heart. It also follows its heart, that fire energy, but very inspirational. Either you need to hang around this energy, or you need to embody it this week. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Aquarius, let's see what we have for you. Aquarius, we have the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, Aquarius, it's time to slow down. Slow down, plant the seed so you can reap the rewards. Slow down and see what you are growing. Sometimes you have to stop and start the business, or stop and start whatever it is you said you're going to start. Capricorn season was, during January, and maybe there were some goals you were supposed to set, and you are not watering the plant. You set the seeds, but now it's time to water the plant and watch it grow and take your time. This is slow energy. This is all about practicing patience to reap the rewards. And that is what you have to focus on this week. I will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay, Pisces, let's do you guys. Actually, I'm going to mix this up. Pisces, because it's Pisces season. Pisces season. You know what? I'm going to pull 2 cards for you guys. Pisces. And let's see what we have. Okay, so we have these 2 beautiful cards. We have the 2 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. Here, Pisces, wait. There we go. Now, both dealing with finances, both dealing with some resources, could be dealing with your body, your health, right? Are resources, your home, your money. Okay, so the 2 of Pentacles is there's this duality, like, oh my gosh, I have 2 streams of income, and this 7 of Pentacles is saying, so take your time with it, plant the seeds, let it grow, persevere, be patient with these dual incomes. Now, also, you can have these 2 decisions weighing on you financially, but you need to just let it wait and be patient. Just watch and see what happens. Do not respond. Pentacles is very slow energy. It's all about being grounded and taking your time. So whatever this is financially, whatever this decision you have to make, because it could be a decision between 2 things, take your time, let it go. It's not let it go and release, but just like, okay, so if it's 2 decisions, I'm going to plant a seed on both decision, and I'm going to take my time. I'm going to water it. I'm going to feed whatever it needs to be done to have growth, but I'm going to take my time and let's see what grows the fastest. Whenever you farm, I don't know if anyone has planted a garden. Sometimes you have to plant several seeds, and some seeds don't grow, but you keep watering it until you know it doesn't grow. Basically, that's what I'm seeing from these 2 cards. Okay. Now, I hope everyone enjoyed. Thank you guys for staying on and watching. If you want a reading, if you're still here, you have a question, I can pull a card for you. But other than that, I will see you guys next time. You can book a private reading. Thank you. Have a wonderful week. You too, Queen. Book a private reading. I'm sorry I wasn't here Monday. I should have announced that, but I'm very spontaneous. That is that Sagittarius energy that I have. But you will see me here next Monday. Okay. I will see everyone next time. Until then, bye.